Scientists uncover the secret to building Star Wars-style laser weapons. But don't worry, we won't have a Death Star anytime soon, they say. Today's infrared lasers are only powerful enough to disable aerial targets, but scientists now have the keys to building high-powered laser weaponry that can melt distant targets. Can you imagine? High-powered infrared laser weapons could be on the horizon after scientists figured out how to make lasers 9 times more powerful. Militaries have already deployed laser-powered weapons, as popularized by films like Star Wars, but they're much weaker than those seen on screen and can only disable small airborne targets. The light in these current weapons, which is invisible to the naked eye, comes from single-mode optical fiber, which transmits a single wavelength of light or mode through the fiber core and generates a focused beam, but it's difficult to increase the power because the light is confined to a tiny area. Multimode optical fiber, which transmits multiple light modes, is much wider and can boost powerful infrared light emitted between 3 to 9 times, but this technology generates beams that are messy and unfocused due to scattering, and that means their power dissipates rapidly over long distances. In a new paper published November 19th in the journal Nature Communications, scientists found a solution that limits how much light scatters from multimode fibers. In theory, this means militaries could design lasers that are both high-powered enough to cause significant damage and focused enough to form smooth, narrow beams. The new research was funded by the US Air Force. A bad quality laser beam will diverge very rapidly as it propagates and therefore cannot deliver a concentrated amount of energy to the target. They said we have a way to control the property of light in such fiber so that it emerges as a focus point that can be turned into a narrow, high-quality beam. Lead author Stephen Warren Smith and Lynn Nguyen, researchers at the University of South Australia's Future Industrial Institute, told Live Science in a jointly written email. The defense sector has been developing military-grade lasers for years and is vying to deploy them in the real world. Lockheed Martin, for instance, announced plans this year for a 500 kilowatt class laser for use in directed energy weapon systems to defend against threats. The team behind the new study has not developed a prototype for such a weapon, but any lasers created using their blueprints may be powerful enough to confuse enemy navigation systems or deal significant thermal damage to vehicles or machines. Current technology can zap small targets in the air at close range, but the new technology could be used on a much broader range of targets, they say. The laser beam is focused on a distant target for perhaps a few seconds, which causes the target to melt or burn. This is most effective for small targets such as drones and mortars, but potentially larger targets if specific critical systems are damaged, such as onboard sensors or electronics, the researchers wrote. This does not mean the technology could be used to produce a Death Star anytime soon, however. Rather, it's more likely the technology would be used to disable autonomous drones. It's very costly to expend ammunition to take drones down, but laser weapons offer an almost unlimited magazine with electricity as the only input energy source, the researchers said. Beyond use in weaponry, the researchers think such powerful lasers could be used in remote sensing. High-powered lasers could, for example, determine wind speeds at a much further distance than conventional methods. High-powered lasers are also pivotal to research into gravitational wave detection, the researchers said, and they hope their discovery plays a role in future research endeavors. This is by Kumar Afifi Sabet on Live Science. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.